Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. Today we're going to start with a bit of an observation. Most of us say we want clear answers, but we tend to grow more from stories than direct lines. This is one of the reasons this podcast exists. Hey friends, my name is Derek, and this is 3-Minute Thoughts Podcast. Every weekday, we take about 3 minutes to open one chapter of the New Testament, at least this year. It's not about pressure to believe, it's not about joining any kind of a system, but simply to understand what the text of the Bible is doing and why it's shaped so many lives throughout history. You don't even have to believe it, just be curious. Hey, today's chapter is Matthew chapter 13. Let's dig in a little bit. This chapter is almost entirely filled with stories. They call them parables in the New Testament. Short, ordinary images drawn from everyday life, things like farming, baking, fishing, buying land. And then Jesus shows how those things remind us of the wonders of his kingdom. Pretty cool. Jesus talks about seeds falling on different kinds of soil. Same seed, different outcomes. The issue isn't the seed, it's what it lands on. He tells another story about weeds growing alongside wheat. The point isn't perfection, it's patience. If you pull too hard too fast, you destroy what you're trying to protect. So often we try to weed out, air quotes there, you try to weed out the things that don't feel right or look right, and in so doing, you ruin the things that are growing rightly. So Jesus teaches patience here. Then there's a tiny mustard seed that grows into something far larger than is expected. There's a bit of yeast that quietly changes an entire batch of dough, treasure hidden in a field, a pearl worth everything. None of these stories explain the kingdom of God with a neat, tidy definition. All of them end with some kind of a mind-boggling moment, but yet they invite reflection. Jesus uses these everyday elements, these everyday stories, as a way of helping us better understand something that is almost impossible to understand. Our minds cannot fathom something as great as the kingdom of God. And so we look at things like treasures in a field, a pearl that's worth everything, a little bit of yeast, or a seed that grows into something huge. The kingdom doesn't look all that exciting while we're here on this side of eternity, but yet, when it is nourished, it becomes something significant in our lives. None of these stories explain it neatly, but yet God shows how it works perfectly. When the disciples ask why he teaches this way, Jesus gives them the answer. Stories reveal truth to those willing to sit with it, and they conceal it from those who've already decided they're not interested. Matthew 13 suggests that understanding isn't just about intelligence, it's about openness. It's about whether we're actually listening or just waiting to confirm what we've already assumed. This chapter asks a gentle but challenging question. What kind of soil are we creating in our lives? That's it for today. Be well, friends.